Waldeck. Indeed. Well, now there's a character, Waldeck. All the way from the old country. Brings all his traditions with him. And there's a fella, now, interestingly enough, he's a qualified chef, European trained chef. Same kind of roots as myself, and gave it up to go into the ice cream business, doing a great job, making a great handmade product, something out of the ordinary, not machine made. It's great to see it happen. And then, of course, he's smoking those sausages in the back room. And they're wonderful. I got a big bag of them with me. They will be devoured on this trip. Our boy Butch. Well, now there is a fascinating character. I mean, you talk about an accomplished man. Here's a fella who was a chopper pilot back in Vietnam. He has a PhD in biology. He's got some other master's degree, and he got them before he went and studied law. He also has a law degree and an active law practice there in Jamestown. It's absolutely unbelievable. And he runs his own farm that he lives on, and he takes care of that vineyard. And he makes just surprisingly good wine. Can't get over how good the wine was. Absolutely amazing. But quite a fella. It was a joy to meet him, and I expect I'll bump into Butch again. A good man.
And how he sells it.
The amount of, this is fascinating to me. He was telling me, now he has added on an awful lot to that vineyard since he first bought it, all of the mechanics, etc., that he's put all that in there. It was really quite a rudimentary operation when he first started. So he was telling me that when he took the place over, he was bottling and moving 4,000 gallons of wine a year. Now he's up to about 18,000 gallons. That's in 10 years. That is an absolutely incredible growth rate. And it's all due to him and his dedication to it and the quality of what he's doing. But what I found fascinating was his market. He's not sending this out to restaurants. He's not shipping it across the country. He doesn't even put it into wine stores. He's selling it right there on the vineyard, over the counter, in his little the little wine shop at the front of the vineyard. You do the wine tour, you do your tasting, and the stuff is so good that people are buying cases of it to take with them. I don't think he can keep up the demand. He's running out of wine every year. So he has to keep increasing his production. Now that's a man with a successful business, and that's a man who knows what he's doing. You got to take your hat off to him. He's doing it.
The meal order backlist.
Well, what he's got, as soon as he starts cultivating the grapes, harvesting and making the wine, he sends an email out to everybody to let them know this is what he's doing. The orders start pouring in. So he's working on a mailing list. It's an electronic mailing list, obviously, at this point. We're in 2009. So he shoots off an email, and everybody shoots him back their order. So he starts putting their cases aside. So for the most part, it's gone. He does up a batch of wine, it's sold practically by the time it's aged. You know, I think about the time we just spent in that little historic community of Rugby, and I was struck by the dedication of the people, the commitment that they have to maintaining that town and keeping that old, ancient, traditional thing going on, and the amount of time and effort it takes to do that. And I really admire that, because as a chef, it reminds me of the type of dedication and effort it takes to commit yourself to doing really, really good food over and over again. It's like anything in life, and a lot of the characters we're meeting along the way here, the one thing that I see is a common thread with these chaps and these people is their commitment to whatever it is they're doing. They want to do it as well as they can. They want to preserve things in the best way that they can. And it's an admirable trait. It's a blessing to meet them.